Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 20, also known as Future Saga Chapter 3 content. We have this month's V-Jump scan. As always, big thanks to DBS Hype over on Twitter for providing this. A huge shout out to them. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's break this down. Wrathful Broly! He can transform into Super Saiyan! Oh, let's go! A lot of us were speculating, because we didn't necessarily know if he was going to start off as base Broly, then transform into Wrathful, or start off as Wrathful, then transform into Super Saiyan. He's right there, bottom left corner. It's real, man. Oh, this is too cool. All right, let's zoom up a little bit over here. By the way, the model, the render, top tier stuff. And it seems like they're not going to be revealing Frieza just yet. He was obviously teased at the end of the Chapter 3 teaser trailer. We're not sure if that's going to be, you know, Golden Ultra Super Villainous Frieza or, you know, fourth form Super Villainous Frieza. The DLC, by the way, does drop later this month in about 10 more days at the time of recording this video, October 30th. So we should be getting that launch trailer here soon. It should drop a day or 2 days before the actual release, so like the 28th or the 29th of October, and then that's when they're going to be probably revealing Wrathful Broly and the Ultra Super Villainous Frieza, correct? It's funny because last month V-Jump scan, we got Broly. Bandai still hasn't necessarily dropped this character trailer just yet, so I'm assuming he's going to be part of the launch trailer, right? Anyway, I do digress. Broly himself, Wrathful State, he can transform. A lot of us predicted that, right? Something similar to DB Super Gogeta that we currently have. He starts off in base, he can transform into Super Saiyan, and obviously Super Saiyan Blue, a completely separate character. So base Broly, just like all the other Dragon Ball games, seems like he's not going to be playable, which is a shame, not going to lie, but this is still good in my book, right? Wrathful into Super Saiyan. Same thing for fighters, Dragon Ball The Breakers, what other Dragon Ball game he's in, it's all the same. Wrathful into Super Saiyan. It's Sparking Zero, right? He has all of his forms except for base. Anyway, pictures, images. Look at that. The cutscene animation, it's going to go top tier. You can see his eyes are starting to glow red. You can see the pupils as well also glowing. He rises up from the ground. You can see him ascending. It seems like, based off the image, if we zoom up a little bit. So first, yeah, he rages. He's roaring over here. He's about to ascend. Then we have the second image right there with the glowing faces. But this is the one I want to talk about. It seems like in the background, there's like this crater. And I don't think, could be totally wrong, but I don't think like transformations, they spawn in craters like this. Even in the original game, you know how you use the ultimate attack or basic Ki Blast attack, there's like this small crater right there. But this is like a ginormous one, and it seems like it's going to be part of the actual animation. Obviously, the crater does, you know, regenerate. You know what I mean? Wait, is this a brand new stage? Oh my gosh. Wait, is this a new stage? This might actually be a new Glacier stage. Or no. This might be the current Glacier stage. Just because of that purple filter, the tints that it has. Kind of seems something similar to that. But I don't know. This might very well be a new stage for Broly. Whoa. That would be great if it is. That would be top tier. We haven't gotten a brand new stage. I forget how long. The last one was the Volcanic Wasteland map from the Broly movie. Yeah, a couple of DLCs ago. But man, I'm so looking forward to this Wrathful Broly. He can transform. We got the confirmation. We also have the bootleg Google translations, so I will go ahead and break that down as well. Whoa, wait, new images or new attacks. Of course, these are new attacks, but again, last month's V-Jump scan, we did get a few images. So I think these are just different, you know, frames from those previous attacks we've already seen. Oh my gosh, it seems like Broly's doing his own meteor explosion. Whoa. You see that? the picture right here on the right, that's like he's copying Blue Gogeta. He has his own meteor explosion, but green. You know how Broly's standing right there? How he's standing, he's charging, and then the opponent up in the air, like slightly above, getting knocked back. That's literally green meteor explosion. It's probably just, you know, Broly's own unique one. Is obviously not meteor explosion, but it just looks like it, you know what I mean? And then this image over here, the mouth energy cannon. Yeah, I think they confirmed this one last V-Jump, just a different angle. Pretty cool. It seems like a super attack, if you ask me. Shoots it from the mouth. The texture, the energy wave itself looks very different. Like, I'm not sure if it's like energy blasts. It seems like an energy wave, you know what I mean? Where there's like a beam, and then at the very end, the large ball to it. Down here, we have the ultimate, I'm assuming. This is just for his base form, mind you. We still have... Oh, wait, no. I was thinking of Sparking Zero for a second. Like, when you transform, you know how it changes the skill set? Yeah, going back to Xenoverse, it's all the same. So after you transform, it's going to be the same, right? I mean, it could be something similar to DBZ Broly, however, restrained. You know, after he transforms, it kind of alters the skill set a little bit. Still the same attacks, but they're enhanced in some different ways, right? Unique abilities. Whether the explosions are larger, does more damage, or, you know, you can charge it, stuff like that. Ultimate move. What is this move called again? Gigantic Key Blast? No. Dude, I just woke up. The V-Jumps just came out. My brain's not all here just yet. Planet Crusher. Planet Crusher. Yeah, that one. So yeah, the three same moves, just different images. Very, very nice. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all that. I'm just glad that we're getting a new Awoken skill for Broly. Not necessarily going to be an Awoken skill for CACs. That would be cool. They still have a lot of content to reveal. So obviously, I'm not opposed to getting a new Awoken skill. A lot of us would like that for a free update. You know, a Wrathful Awoken, a Berserk Super Saiyan Awoken would be cool. But I just don't think we're going to be getting one, if I'm being honest. So, English translations, as I said, bootleg edition by Google themselves. Let's go. It didn't necessarily translate anything. Look at that. I can't read any of this. Over here, we got the basics. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Yada, yada. What the... Okay, so not much for English translations. Technical difficulties, I got it all working. We have, you know, a more proper bootleg English translation over here with actual descriptions. So, Broly, the character description right here, it says... He has high ability values and skills to handle any situation. So, close range, long range, you know, mid-range, I'm assuming. He's a warrior, surprisingly easy to use. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be playing as him. I mean, to be fair, full power Super Saiyan Broly, very top tier warrior, also easy to use. So yeah, this character could be up there in terms of like tier lists, stuff like that. Legends for Xbox Series, the basics. Okay, so here we have the Awoken skill description. Awakening technique, Super Saiyajin. After awakening, the ability values are strengthened and the performance of some normal attacks changes. I told you, just like DBZ Restrained Broly. You will also be able to use special combos, okay? Special combos, that can mean a plethora of different things. Going back to DB Super Gogeta. As soon as he transforms, you know how you can actually transform during the combos, then continue the combo strings afterwards? Maybe it could be something like that. Or the actual Awoken skill will change his combo patterns. Whoa, that would be epic. That would be too cool. But not only that, again, the performance of some normal attacks changes. So that is great. But not all his combo strings, but just some of them, I'm assuming. And again, the images. This is why we go over the bootleg translations, man. They always provide additional details and info. Now we have this one over here, full of new ways to play. This Xenoverse 2 is all about set in the capital of Kanton. This is a Dragon Ball action game where you become a hero and save the history of Dragon Ball. Okay, so I'm sure they're referring to the story mode. Set in the capital of Kanton City. Yeah, but we don't have any story mode images over here. Awakened by anger. Here we have super attack descriptions. This is too cool, man. 10 more days until we actually get to play the DLC. Future Saga Chapter 3. The new playable character is the embodiment of violence. Broly, Dragon Ball Super from the movie Dragon Ball Super Broly appears as a new playable character. Recreate the rampaging battle scenes with your own hands. Evasive! Oh, so that's an evasive 4th skill? Confirmed? Whoa. I'm not sure if this is a 4th skill or, again, part of the 3 that we've seen already. Most likely part of the 3. So the evasive is called Saiyan Blaster. An evasion technique that releases an aura and blows away surrounding enemies. Awakening techniques can also be activated while the aura is being released. Whoa, so while the evasive is active, you get to awaken into your transformation? That is cool and unique. I like that. Here we have the special move. Okay, so it's going to be 1 special, 1 ultimate, 1 evasive. I like that. You know, the different super attacks that we get to use. Gigantic Cross fires a powerful energy blast from its mouth. By charging it before firing, you can increase the power and explosion range of the energy blast. So, even more confirmations. You can charge this ability, which will increase, obviously, the damage, but as well as the range and explosion radius. The explosive radius, right? Gigantic Nova, that's what it's called. Bullet with fire after hitting multiple times. Interesting. There's more text above that one, but it's way too small for me to read. Let's try to read it anyways. Fires a highly concentrated energy bullet with homing capabilities, so I can track down the opponent. Something similar to the supervillainous Gigantic Energy Blast. You know how you get to become the raid character? Ooh, yeah, the purple energy ball. Basically like that, but green. The energy bullet will fire after hitting multiple times. So he fires an additional attack after, I don't know, too interesting. Of course, there's like, we have the descriptions, but very brief. So, an environment where the game console can be, yeah, that's just the basics there. Yeah, he seems like a very cool character. He can transform into Super Saiyan. That's the big one. That's the big one for today. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are excited for this. I know I am. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.